Let's face it, bringing together all of your information and knowledge across SharePoint, Teams, OneDrive, not to mention external websites, can be really tricky. Couldn't we just have one place to bring it all into that we can then ask questions with our Copilot to get the latest on? Well, now we can with Copilot Notebooks. Yes, it's been around quite a while now, but now there are also new changes coming in that now allow us to use new reference points, which extends its capability. Not only that, we can also create content, PowerPoint presentations, documents in Excel spreadsheets, mind maps, and new updates to audio overviews. There's lots of new capabilities inside of notebooks that allow us to bring together our knowledge in ways we never could before. So today I'm going to show you how all of that comes together to deliver a new experience inside of our Copilot notebook. So let's head into Copilot Notebooks and find out what's new that now changes the way that we bring all of our knowledge together. So let's get started and check out some new updates in Copilot Notebooks. And of course, the best way to do this is by accessing an existing notebook, just like this one for Project Greenspace. Yes, the project that never seems to end. Now inside of our notebook here, we see an immediate change. When we fire up one of our notebooks, we get an AI generated overview appearing here. This is using all the references contained in a notebook itself. If you wanted to update that, on the left hand side you'll see this overview here at the top. You can very simply left click on the regenerate button to have Copilot regenerate a new page with the overview. Especially helpful if you've added in new references or your colleagues have too. And with that new change, there's also new updates to how we can also add references into our notebook. Previously our notebooks were pretty limited. You can only access internal information, but now we can add in external information, even full SharePoint sites and even SharePoint and Teams folders too. Now to achieve that, we'll head down and look at our references, all a selection of Word files at the moment and one Copilot chat. So now we can click on the plus add references button and head over to sites. We can now see a list of our SharePoint sites, including one for Project Greenspace. By selecting the SharePoint site and then add, the SharePoint site is now added as a reference in the notebook itself. Now that can be helpful because you might have 10, 20, 30, 40 files in your SharePoint site that you want your Copilot notebook to reference to, now added as a reference point for its own knowledge. But can we also add a specific folder rather than a whole SharePoint site? Well, absolutely we can do that. Here I could remove that same SharePoint folder and now instead click on the plus icon, select the OneDrive icon from the right hand side and browse over to one of our shared folders. Selecting Project Greenspace on the left, I could also now choose my range of different Teams channels which have these associated folders and bring in the content very quickly by bringing it into our notebook. We can see here a series of these different folders. Selecting Add, they get added straight into our Copilot notebook and of course stay in the same location because they're simply added as references into the notebook's own knowledge. So some big changes there to how we can now reference internal data in our Copilot knowledge. But what about external information? Because that's where Copilot Notebooks has also struggled. It couldn't then reference external information like websites. Well, we can now click on the plus icon and we can now choose add a link and then paste in a web link to an external web resource to bring it into its knowledge. I'm going to do that by bringing in some planning information around London using the government website that I want to bring into the knowledge of the notebook. I'll do that by simply pasting in the website link here. And with that now added, it adds a reference to the planning website for London's own council. So we can see here now we've got a range of different references now including SharePoint or Microsoft Teams folders and even external web-based information too. A big change in Copilot notebooks. And alongside this has also been updates to the way we also converse with our Copilot notebook. We now have a dedicated section on the right hand side to have a conversation with our Copilot notebook and it only references content contained within it. I'll simply ask it what are the benefits of this project and then pass it across to our Copilot. Again, now it gets to work by looking at the references to also provide a response. But I have also seen a question coming up around the community. This is that where are all these different Copilot conversations held because they seem to have disappeared from the notebook and previously you could get back to them quickly. Well, actually, you can click in the drop down under chat, and then you can actually select these different options, which are different conversations I've had with my Copilot right inside of the notebook. If you want to get back to them, just click on chat, and then you'll see a list of them beneath them to get straight back to an existing conversation you've had with your notebook. Then we'll let our conversation with Copilot read through the information and come back to it in just a moment. And we can now see our Copilot chat conversation has came back with the key benefits of Project Greenspace. So just like before, we have that ability to converse with our notebook and also get back to our chats quickly by clicking into that chats option. On the left hand side, we now have options to create a new range of content: PowerPoint presentations, documents, spreadsheets and more. Let's check these out together. And we can now see that by asking our notebook to create a new presentation, it comes back with a question. Should we have more balance between text and visuals? Should the length be pretty concise? And I'll also ask for more visuals too, and I'll pass it over to our agent. This now works in the Copilot notebook and will create us a new PowerPoint presentation, which we can also access directly from this experience. Let's let it work through that new PowerPoint presentation and see what it comes back with. And here is a PowerPoint presentation created straight from the notebook. It overviews Project Greenspace, the project vision and purpose, the core objectives, delivery approach, planning and policy considerations, risk management and more, all taken from information contained in our notebook and created in a single click within our notebook itself. Pretty cool capability to now create PowerPoint presentations, Excel spreadsheets and documents straight from the content contained in your notebook too. As we've seen so far today, bringing our information together into a notebook can really help. But what about bringing your knowledge together on Microsoft 365 and Copilot too? Well, I like to think of what we've put together as much like a Copilot notebook. It includes hundreds of video tutorials focused on how to use Microsoft 365 and Copilot in fantastic new ways in our Your 365 Coach Academy. You can access the Academy today with the link which is included in the video description below to improve your journey of Copilot and Microsoft 365. And with that, now let's head back into Copilot Notebooks and bring our information together in a single place, just like we've done with our own Academy. And now we have our new PowerPoint presentation, we can also begin to use some other capabilities inside of our notebook. We can now also quickly create an audio overview, but with a few new options. We can now choose the language of the audio overview. No longer are restricted just to English, but you can choose a variety of different languages. Alongside that, we can change the voice and the presenters, and now also change it from a narration to dialogue, different styles and different durations. If we always want to focus on a particular area, we can do that with these additional customizations. I'll go ahead and ask now for it to focus on the initial project benefits, much like we asked it inside of the chat, but instead I'll ask for an audio overview covering off those benefits. And our new audio overview has now been completed. Let's go ahead and play this through.
So let's get into it. Where does the magic really happen in Project Greenspace? I mean, what are the benefits and how are they actually rolling all this out?
All right, let's start off with the environmental impact. Project Greenspace is designed to create a natural habitat for native plants and animals.
And of course, if you're not happy with the audio generation, we can also make another change. On the left-hand side, you can select Customize, and you can also now change that over, maybe changing the scope, what you're focusing on, or the way it's also presented to you. So a simple way again now to change an audio overview from one that's been generated. And once you've also generated one of these, they are available to you personally. You'll now see on the left-hand side, you can also now get straight back to that audio narration you've created, now ensuring it also retained for a short period for you to play back and also access to. And alongside PowerPoint presentations and audio overviews, we can also create a new mind map. This now allows us to see the information in the notebook contained in a visual way, click through and drill through in terms of the mind map. Selecting this option here, well, it starts to generate a new mind map. We'll now be able to click into it once it's generated and see what it can do for us and look at our information in a different way. And our mind map is now ready to go. We can see it here right inside of the notebook. It overviews Project Greenspace at different areas. If we select into one of these here, like project strategy risks, it overviews the summary. We can also break down visibly and see the project vision, priorities, dependencies, and key risks. By selecting vision, we see here the overall vision of the project, that came from all of my information contained within my notebook. I can also select to explain, opening the right hand side Copilot chat sidebar. Copilot gets to work to provide more information contained directly from the mind map itself. Now we can also export this as an image as well. If you want to share it with your peers or managers, select the blue export button. You can take that as an image then and share it with your peers without providing the entire access to your Copilot notebook too. So a very simple way to also export your mind map and share it with others as well. And finally, there's also an improvement where we can share our notebooks with others. Instead of only sharing them with individuals, we can also share them with Microsoft 365 groups or Microsoft Teams. We can actually do this on the right hand side by inviting others. And then here inside of the sharing dialog, we can go ahead and then type in one of the Microsoft 365 groups. We can see here our Project Greenspace London. I can invite the group to have access to the entire notebook. Remembering though that this will also share content that is contained within a notebook with these individuals. So do be aware that when you're sharing it in this way, you may also inadvertently open access rights to the content within a notebook. So make sure you're sharing it to the right people and the right groups. And also there are some elements that Copilot Notebooks cannot provide security to, so there are also limitations around this. But a quick way there to share now your notebook with your colleagues who are now situated inside of a group or a Microsoft team too. So there you have it, lots of new updates coming into Copilot Notebooks. But there's also one big upgrade coming very soon that I couldn't show you today because it's not yet been made available. The ability to bring an entire Microsoft OneNote notebook into your Copilot notebook. Yes, rather than individual pages being limited to 20 in a notebook, you will soon be able to bring your entire notebook in from OneNote. For me, that's a really big improvement because we store a lot of content in OneNote today. So making it accessible to our Copilot, well, that is really important. So look forward to seeing that one very soon. Alongside that today, we've seen the creation of audio overviews with new capabilities, PowerPoints, Word documents, and more. But to me, I think the standout here is also bringing in external web content. Not only should we be able to reference internal files, I think websites are a really important part of the puzzle too. But when we're also creating PowerPoints, well, it wasn't an amazing experience. I did feel that it effectively opens up to the entire notebook and what it tries to create a presentation from. I'd love to see a little bit more refinement rather than using all the references to create an asset like a PowerPoint or Excel spreadsheet from everything inside of a notebook. Alongside that, I know many of you get frustrated, as do I, with no connectivity to Loop workspaces. Hopefully we see that as an improvement in the future if you've already invested time and energy building out a Loop workspace you want to bring into your Copilot notebook. But with that, we've covered lots today, seeing what's the future of Copilot notebooks. So if you've enjoyed today's tutorial, please let me know by hitting that like button or the subscribe button if you haven't already to find tutorials just like this every single week. And other than that, I look forward to seeing you on the next one.